Hey everybody, Wolfie here. It's time to do a recap of Wrestlemania 41 Night 1. Let's get into it. First match of the night, Jey Uso challenging Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship. Jey Uso achieved a career milestone by defeating Gunther to claim the World Heavyweight Championship, overcoming the Ring General. Uso used Gunther's own submission to secure the win, marking his first singles title win. I'll be honest, I didn't see this coming. I had Gunther to retain, especially with how dominant he was at the IC title reign and how lackluster the World Championship reign seemed to be, but no, they've decided to go with Jey. But now I'm curious as to where both men go from here. Can Jey sustain the momentum as the top singles champion on Raw? Where does Gunther go? So we'll have to wait for the Raw after Mania to find out. Match number 2 was for the Tag Team Championships. New Day challenging the champions, the War Raiders. There wasn't much going into this match. It was not a very good match at all. New Day's Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods captured their 12th Tag Team Championship by overcoming the War Raiders. And to be honest, I've got nothing else much to say from this. I did predict this one, but I thought Big E might show up and get involved to just help further that storyline. His return to the ringside would have been a great pop. But still, it was a much needed win for Kofi and Xavier. Hopefully they can reignite this heel run. Match number 3, the grudge match, Jade Cargill versus Naomi. Jade Cargill displayed her power and athleticism, defeating Naomi with a series of impactful moves, culminating in a signature Jaded finisher. I had Jade winning this one too, but Naomi really carried this match, showing her in-ring experience and versatility, but she did an excellent job of making Jade look like an absolute powerhouse. Now, Naomi doesn't lose much in defeat. If anything, she added credibility to Jade's offense, proving that she's a valuable talent. And hopefully this new heel persona will reap rewards for her in the future. I particularly like the fact she's got new entrance music that doesn't suck. Match number 4, US Championship match, Jacob Fatu versus the champion LA Knight. The short notes on this is Jacob Fatu made a significant impact by defeating LA Knight to win the US Championship, signaling a new era for the division. These two put on a hell of a match. Was it going to be the greatest match of all time? No. But in terms of matches on this card, this was easily the second best match of the card. The moonsault reversal into a BFT was sick. It was a banger for both guys. They had so much chemistry going on. It was almost like they'd been wrestling each other for years. I was expecting some kind of involvement from Solo Sikoa, but all he did was walk Fatu out onto the stage. I'm looking forward to Fatu's US title reign, and LA Knight continues to be as over with the crowd no matter what. Match number 5, El Grande Americano, which is not Chad Gable. He was going up against Rey Fenix, replacing the injured Rey Mysterio. It was not what I expected. It was a high-paced lucha-style showdown filled with good moves, aerials, reversals. Kudos to both guys for putting on a quality match at short notice, because they would not have had much time to sort this out. So it did good. El Grande Americano used the loaded mask again, delivered a headbutt to Rey Fenix after he'd kicked him in the head and hurt his foot, and then he delivered a diving headbutt with the loaded mask to secure the win. El Grande Americano continues to impress. The reverse 450 senton looked gnarly as hell. And now, if you can just please stop the Chad Gable is El Grande Americano speculation. Okay, match 6 was Tiffany Stratton, champion, facing the challenge of Charlotte Flair. This match stunk. Tiffany ended up winning. She hit the prettiest moonsault ever to secure the win. But it was by far the worst match of the night. There was zero chemistry between the two of them. Especially coming right after the banger between Fatu and LA Knight. The contrast was brutal. I do think Tiffany retraining was the right call. But the match was just horrible. Hopefully both women go on to do something completely different and they don't revisit this, because I don't think they work well together at all. Oh, and as a side note, it also looks like Tippy may have chipped a tooth. Yikes. The main event, the triple threat match of Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns and CM Punk, with Paul Heyman in CM Punk's corner. This was the best match of the night by far, and included the betrayal spot, which had Paul Heyman first betraying Punk and then betraying Reigns, allying himself with Seth Rollins and handing the literal key to victory, i.e. the chair, to hit a Plan B style chair shot and follow that up on a curd stomp on Reigns for the win. Right, okay, I got this wrong. I had Punk winning to set up a clash with John Cena at Money in the Bank later in the year. I did see a few people speculating about a potential Heyman-Rollins alliance, but I dismissed that, as honestly I didn't think it made much sense long term. But as the match went on, you could smell a rat, because Heyman wasn't interacting with Punk or Reigns very much. He was literally just stood at ringside just looking shocked most of the time. So you did begin to wonder. And then first he slid the chair into Punk, then when Punk went to go and hit Reigns with it, Heyman low-blowed Punk, and it looked like everyone was like, oh right, yeah, cool, he's gone back to the tribal chief. And then he's pointing out Seth Rollins in the Plan B chair shot position. Look, my tribal chief, look. And then when Reigns raised the chair to go and hit Rollins with it, he low. It'd be interesting to see where this goes. I mean, I can't really see how being a Heyman guy is going to benefit Rollins. But if it helps cement Rollins as the top heel on Raw, because they do need one, because there is literally Gunther and that's about it. So having somebody else up there will be good. I can't help escape the feeling that we've been here before with the authority angle. And I mean, don't get me wrong, the authority angle was good, and if they bring back J&J Security, I'm all for it. But it does feel like we're treading on our ground here, and I would have liked to have seen something different. Even with the twist, this was hands down the best match on the card. All three brought it. The storytelling was top tier. The action was non-stop. I especially like the GTS to Reigns. Reigns then hits a spear. No, hang on. Let me get this right. Punk hit a GTS on Rollins. Reigns then hit a spear to Punk, and then Rollins, while he was staggering around from the GTS, turned around and hit a stomp on Reigns, who was on the floor in the stomp position after giving the spear to Punk. That was good. I like that. That was really good. That's all for night one. I mean, overall it was an average show, and honestly I'd put this in a mostly forgettable category when it comes to WrestleMania. The triple threat and the US Championship match were the standouts. Everything else just felt low key. The lack of decent build, any stakes, definitely hurt the rest of the lineup, and the crowd was pretty much asleep for most of it. They did not help the atmosphere at all. Hopefully night 2 steps it up, but I fear we might get pretty much more of the same. I'm expecting a few good matches. I think the Fatal 4-Way for the Intercontinental title will be match of the night. The triple threat between Rhea, Io and Bianca Belair could potentially be up there as well. We might also get a surprise or two. I'm hoping my prediction is right and we get Aleister Black answering Randy Orton's open challenge. It could be Rusev, and we still don't know who's going to team with Lyra Valkyria, take on Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez for the women's tag titles. I think it'll be an NXT call-up. I've seen people saying it's going to be Becky Lynch. I don't think it's going to be Becky Lynch. That's all from me. I hope you enjoyed this recap of WrestleMania 41 Night 1, and I'll see you soon